Hi everyone, I'm going to react it to Akatsuki no Yona, chapter 95 and probably 96. For sure 96. I just don't know if there's going to be 97 as well. Depends on how 96 ends, because yeah. During the last chapters, it was basically saying goodbye to Lily as she embarks on her new journey. She was exiled from the palace, but she is living in Sensui. Is that the town's name? Yeah, she's living there so that she can continue to do what she planned to do to help the town and all those people that are addicted and all that. You had Suwon and the other generals declaring war on South Kai. They wanted to reclaim a part of the border, I guess. And then I don't know where you and I and the others are doing, but there was a moment, if I remember correctly, where Zeno was looking into the distance, sort of like, I don't know, worried or something or other. I'm like, what's up with you? And chapter 99 has been a chapter that some people have been waiting for a long time. So I'm guessing whatever that chapter 99 is going to start from chapter 95. Since it seemed like we're going to be focusing on Zeno. Just based on the look in his eyes during that chapter. I don't know. We'll see. So that's what happened during those chapters. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/followmini. And now let's start this chapter. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Okay. It's still gonna be focused on Suwon. The fact that he's the first picture. Aww. The boy from another nation. Listen. There's such a sense of vitality in Earth Tribe Alliance recently because of Suwon. It's because of those valuable stones being unearthed in the Odo mines. There's tons of merchants coming and going now. The fact that you screwed together this much rice really shows how hard you work. Huh. I wonder if this black-haired boy is the one that's the boy from another nation or whatever. Because I feel like... I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's Sam. Is he about to steal? Yes, he stole it. Pukyu! Wait, is Pukyu with him? Aww, Pukyu jumped on him. Pukyu. Ow. Jumped on him. Oh, hold it. She shooting a bird or something. Oh, she shot a bird down for him. Wow, amazing. You're such a cool. Look at him. Look on Hack's face. He's so proud. Yeah, isn't she? Well, all of them are proud. I like you. Come away. Well, that switched. Zeno's face remains unchanged. Well, maybe Shina as well. Zeno's face remains unchanged, but the others. You've got competition hack household. Who are these guys? Your boyfriends? Nope. Then why not me? I appreciate powerful women, and I'll be good to you. Are you kidding me? Yona can go with you. Find someone else. You can give up. If you give up, you can have my rest balls. Oh my goodness. This boy. So anybody that just does something nice to him, he's gonna ask to marry? Wait, is he like I was about to say, is still like a son of a South of a Kai chief or whatever. But what would he be like asking, like stealing food if that's the case? They were the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. But of course, he's blushing. In that case, you better take these steam rice cakes. You're giving away our food. Anyway, what I've learned is Taco Bell has tasty food and good women. Did you hear that? He said I'm a good. I've not been called that before. What's about to happen? Why did Shina shove them? What is it? Blue Dragon wants us to hide. You could just say so here. Just the irony in the river, the soldiers are coming. Ah, I want to hear his voice. You know how much I love this voice. Like during the anime, when he speaks. Oh, he melted my heart. I'm stuck here. Jaha, is there a route we can take? There's one I can take and take you with me. What's your name? Calgan. And write your name down. I feel like you're gonna be an important character. Oh my goodness. Just like when I said that, I just remembered someone commented on one of the Yona reactions about how Yona was collecting General's kids. And then I'm like, if this kid is really like, also someone's important child, then she's collecting him as well. Calgan. Oh my goodness. Oh god, you. Like you're heavy. What's so special about you? Watch. See, I got a little confused. Is that the kid? This part was confusing me. Because right here, you see, it's clearly Hack, right? Holding a glaive. Then you say, Hack, you're heavy. And then in the next panel, because what's so special about you? It's like, watch. And then it's the kid on him that's jumping. So did Hack get down? And then the kid got back on or something? Oh, that was confusing me. Anytime. Or did he carry everybody across? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, I wish the men would jump across themselves. How can she know awfully heavy? That was fun. I should write you more often. Oh my goodness. I should write you more often. Oh, he's smiling. Yeah, she's looking. She's smiling too. Oh my goodness. I love it. Stare. Calgon, you startle me. Question. Is Hack listening on this one or no? Ah, she's blushing. Yes, it is like that. Okay, it is like that. You just happen to blush. Are you kidding me? Are you sure? Yes, Hack is mean and unlikable. Well, excuse me for being unlikable. Oh, if he, you should have told me sooner so that he would like stop asking for her hand in marriage. Oh, he's smiling again. Oh, hug. Ay, ay, ay. That's not what he said. Blush. Was I staring intently? Yes, you were. Hoist. Aw. Even to me, you're still one out from yesterday on you. Aww. Dragons supporting each other. Okay, just supporting. Oh, whatever. Come on, I'm perfectly fine. She know you carry Jaha. Thanks, but no, he was so ready. But You shouldn't disobey your parents. They won't always be around to scold you. You should cherish what they teach you. You have Kika saying that because, his father. You have Jeha looking at him like, he understands because he was the one that he told the story to when they were in the bath. And then you have Yona who's lost. Ugh. Sorry, take Kagan. Why? Is he tired? What's wrong with him? You're already crazy strong, but you have no stamina. What's going on with him? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Oh, is this the place where the Swan wants to get back? Was Junam Yona's grandfather? I'm confusing myself. Like King Il. I know they at one point what's Suwon's father's name? Is he Yuhong? I don't know. Yuhong is, I feel like he is Suwon's father, right? Or is he just King Il's older brother? I don't know. That Junam thing sounds so familiar. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, was there a king? The brother or whatever of King Il, the older brother, was it? I don't know. He wasn't the king before, right? So why is, I don't know. I'm confused. Shamasisu on my heart. Ah. Okay, so it is the King province. Your letter was most unwelcome. Hey, boo. That is true. The area was held by my father, Yuhan. Okay. So is Yuhan also Junam? Because they were saying something about Junam, when Junam was the king, they were under whatever, and then when somebody else, I don't know. I'm trying to get these things right. So he was the ruler of the king and province. You know how much he doesn't like this stuff. Why are you mentioning it? Now it's only the dragons over there. Okay. Is this sick too? What the heck is going on? Fuck, stop it. sorry if I wasn't much talkative during this last chapter. I feel like it was more than that. But like when they started dropping off. Like when they started feeling sick, and then that conversation about them. And then Zen was saying that he's what I'm the reject of the four dragons. Even though I still don't know his full story, like that broke my heart. So many things were breaking my heart this episode, this chapter. Like you forget that even though they have this great power, it's also a curse on them. Like you really forget. So when Kita when he gave that little boy to, was it Shina? Or was it Jaha? I don't know. And then he fell. That's when the first chapter ended, right? I'm like, what's wrong with him? And then the next chapter, Yun was trying to take care of them, right? And then him and Yona and Hak, they left. And it was all just the dragons. And then when Jaha mentioned, asked him if there was a possibility that another dragon was born, that because I'm so attached to them, that possibility never occurred to me. So when he brought it up, and then he brought up the fact that his predecessor died at the age of 27, and that he was approaching that age. Oh. It's like I don't want to lose any of them. But the curse is such a way that sooner or later they're gonna die. Whether they want to or not. That's when Yun showed up and he was like shocked. At first I thought that he also had the disease. But then he mentioned the fact that he heard what they were talking about. And then they try to make him feel better that no one knows when they're gonna die. And I understand that, but it's like when you're born, you expect to live a long time. It's not like they know that they have a finite amount of time here. I don't like when you're born, you expect to live to your old age, even though you don't actually know when you're gonna die. That's the expectation. But when it comes to them, they don't have that. They're only alive. Like in Jaha's case, he said his predecessor died at the age of 27. Maybe it's different, like when it comes to the dragons, when a new dragon is born, they slowly but surely lose their power until they die. And when Jaha said that his predecessor died at the age of 27, I'm like, he said that he's approaching that age. I'm like, okay, is the role different when it comes to him? At least when Jaha asked Kija that question, and he's like, no, he doesn't think so because it feels different. And I'm like, okay, so it's not that. So we still have sometime when it came to him. And then Yona came home and Keha just like embraced her, and I'm like, and Hack was also coming in. I'm like, okay, is Hack gonna feel some kind of way about it? And then he also dropped on the floor, and I'm like, okay, so he's also sick. Like they were, even Sheena. Like I started feeling I was so worried because I didn't know what was going on with them. And then Jeno mentioned the fact that it's because they were far away from Koka and from the Hero Palace, and that their I guess their strength they get stronger when they're closer to the palace, and when they're far away, I guess they get some kind of sickness. I don't know, but at least it wasn't something serious. Like they're gonna get better. I was just so worried. I've been enjoying the anime and then the manga for a while now, and I'm so attached to these characters that I forget that they are cursed. That there's gonna come a time where they're not gonna exist anymore. I'm not looking forward to the backstory on Zeno because I feel like it's gonna make me cry. Like him just saying that he's the reject of all the dragons, and me knowing that he's the original dragon. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some kind of sad backstory to that, and I'm not ready for that. Like I'm not ready to hear that because just him saying reject that broke my heart. So I can only imagine what he went through that made him say that. You know. And then this chapter, we met this little boy that came from this uh, Kai Empire and went to Poka, got hungry, stole some food, gave him food, asked he wanted to marry him, and then they went back to the village. And his parents, like a lot of people there, they don't like talking about the Koka Empire and all that. At first, the parents agreed to let them stay there because they helped their son. But then when Kija and the others started feeling sick, they're like they don't want to have anything to do with them since the sickness is apparently contagious. But it's not really contagious. It's something that happens to the dragons in particular, not anybody else. But they don't know that. And then you have Suwon and the others attacking the South guy and the one. They didn't show us exactly what happened, but the one, I don't know, there was this look that Kyoga, when Kyoga, they said that he was leading the battle or something or other, and that after the one, and Kyoga told Swan that he was grateful that he gave him that opportunity, that he's grateful from the bottom of his heart. I don't know. There's something about the look or the way they drew Swan when he turned his back on Kyoga that just made me feel, I don't know, uneasy or something. I didn't particularly like that panel. because it felt like someone was being devious when it came to Kyoga. Like he's gonna use him for some kind of, he's just using him for some kind of nefarious means. That the fact that he made Kyoga the leader of the fire tribe was for, I don't know, just that it didn't feel right to me, you know. And then the people in the village were talking about how when there's the war between these two nations, that they are the ones that suffer the consequences. And yeah, see this right here, I didn't like that. And then the look in his eyes, like I didn't like that. Yeah, so the people of the nation, they were like they are the casualties usually when it comes to the war. I mean, that's how war goes, man. Like, I don't know what people war. Like, it doesn't break anything, only death. And you're not learning that and knowing that Koga Swan is being, I guess, a good king when it comes to Koka, but she doesn't really align herself with Koka or the Kai Empire. She just basically wants to protect these people, the people that are affected by the wars. So I don't know. At first, Yona was all about just protecting the Koka Empire, right? The people of her kingdom. That's what she was about. And then she comes to the Kai Empire and she sees how the people there are also affected by war and all that. So now it's like I feel like she's gonna be developing the ideals of her father, that there should be no war. But how are you supposed to achieve, like, I don't know. King Il being so passive, that's what led Suwon to kill him and take over the kingdom and doing all these things. And then you have Yona that's also here being like she's against war, basically. So it's like that's the same idea that her father had. But how are you supposed to be against war and still be able to protect your, I don't know. I don't know. I love the conversation that her and Hack had when Hack was telling her not to um take on the sins of her father, and that at first Yuna was thinking that it's because the water tribe was flooded with the Nadai, that's why um someone was retaliating. But Hack understood, it's like, no, he's been wanting, so someone has been wanting to get the what what province, that province back for a while now, and that he just used the Nadai stuff as an excuse to attack. So, and then that's when Yuna mentioned the fact that him and Suwon, like, he understands Suwon in a way that no one else does. He's like, no, he was so quick to refute that, even though it's the truth. Like, it is the truth, but he was so quick to refuse that. And then Yona started imagining, like, if her father was not afraid of war, that Suwon and Hak would have been going into battle together, and she probably would have still been this little girl that's been protected by her father her whole life. So, living in the castle and all that, she wouldn't have had this growth that we've seen from her had that not happened. So it's like, Oh no, man. I don't know how all this the manga is still going, right? I don't know how all of this is supposed to end. I mean, it's not like am I even halfway into this? It's like 200. No, I'm not halfway. Almost halfway. But like keep wondering how is this supposed to end? Um, Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next few chapters, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmini. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well, the uncut reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. That was fun. I should write you more of it.